right. I want to give thanks to Great Mother. I want to give thanks to the ancestral spirits. I want to give thanks to all the angels, archangels, the ancestors themselves. And I want to say Ashe, Ahia Bobo, and I want to say thank you for watching and protect those that are striving for righteousness. Protect them, please, and protect those that are doing their best to strive for righteousness, and protect them from those that claim to be righteous and that are actually unrighteous and are attacking those that are striving for righteousness. Thank you for listening, Great Mother Ashe. Ahia Bobo. Excuse me. All right. So I'm back once again. I'm not gonna be on here too long. Gotta take the kids to school, the children to school. But I'm at the point where as though why are our people attacking our science? The lack of knowledge, the lack of understanding, the lack of doing the research, not really knowing who they are, divine wise, not knowing who they are physically. We came a long way as a people. Came a long way. And yet a lot of us are still blinded by religion. What religions? Judaism, Islam, Christianity. Yes, as a Moor, I say Islam, but do you know what it means? It's an acronym. I, self, law, am, master. So, as I observe society and how society look upon us as a people, because a lot of melanated people need to know that you are Moors by birthright. And they don't want you to know this. All these different buildings that look like castles, we created that before the Caucasian came into power. Excuse my fez, it's a little messed up right now, but I'm gonna fix it. But all these castle-like places, we built them. That's in the United States. And I'm here to let everybody know that we have a rich history, or our story is a mystery to everybody else, and even down to us. When we start doing the research, we start finding out different things. But I'm at the conclusion that a lot of our people don't want to take back their science. What is your science? Voodoo and Ifa Santeria. That's the name of few. If I didn't mention Ifa, then Ifa. If I didn't mention Palo Miombe, then Palo Miombe. Hoodoo. All of that stuff is ours. This my hoodie. That's my hoodie. There's nobody behind me with my address, and I just don't show my address. But how you doing, Kevin Anthony? But hoodoo, voodoo, New Orleans voodoo, Ifa, Santeria, Palo Miombe. That's all our science. I'm doing excellent. I'm just getting over this cold. My voice is coming back. The sciences that I mentioned, they are our sciences. I'm going to say it again. Hoodoo, New Orleans voodoo, Haitian voodoo, Santeria, Palo Miombe. You can just sit it right there because I can't. I got my hands full. It's for Felix? Yeah. He'll come and get it. My son ordered some food for himself, but I apologize. Voodoo, Hoodoo, New Orleans voodoo, Santeria, Palo Miombe, Ifa. I'm just named 5 of them. These are our sciences that they say that they're evil, but yet they use them. Who I mean by they, we're talking about people that are palm-colored people. And they don't want you to use it because they'll start reawakening your mind on who you are. They don't want you to wake up. They want to keep you asleep and have you read the Bible all the time. There's nothing wrong with reading the Bible, but the Bible comes from different sources of different spiritual or mass say religious stories. You know, there's a book called I think it's called the 16 Crucified Saviors Before Christ. I recommend you get that book. 7 out of the 9 saviors were actually what they call black. Okay. We really need to wake up on some things and stop playing. And see, just because I'm wearing my fez and I'm wearing it and I'm talking about melanated people does not mean that I don't have no love for people that don't look like us. I'm here to educate everybody. You understand? You were saying something's behind me, but you know, it might be something. I don't know if it's a good thing, bad thing, but either or. But the thing is, we have to keep things moving. You know what I'm saying? And I have nothing but love for everybody from other nations, but I'm here to let y'all know, first things first, my people come first. And I'm here to teach my people, but I'm also to teach everybody. Now, who and what on earth? Why do they want to take our science from us? Why do they want to mess us up? Why do they want to destroy us? Why do they want to destroy us? Because, first and foremost, we're the foundation of the planet. We're the foundation of the planet. The foundation of the planet is us. But mainly our women. Our women are the sacred geometry. You know what I mean? They're the sacred geometry of the planet. Our women are the sacred geometry to the planet. The Gregorian calendar itself, okay, that we go by, which starts in January, which January is named after thanks to the sister, I forgot her name. Oh my goodness, I wish the sister would just pop up on here in the chat. Oh man, she the one that said that January was named after a Roman god named Janus, who was a deity that had 2 heads, one looking forward, one looking back. That was never the new year. That was never the start of the new year. See, everything is dealing with the Roman principalities in this country. And the Roman bird, the Roman symbol for them is the eagle. Don't believe me? Look it up. The ancient Roman Empire, their symbol was the eagle. That same sister, the same information I'm talking about, I got it from that same beautiful sister. We are. See, the Romans stole our stuff. They stole everything from us and claimed it to be theirs because they didn't have a culture. You gotta remember, the Egyptians or the Kemetic people, the Greeks copied off of them. Rome copied off of who? They copied off the Greeks. We got to remember everything that's going on that's not right here. You know what I'm saying? I just want to go ahead and give y'all some information real quick and just food for thought on certain things. I want to let y'all know that I love you and appreciate you all. But however, these people do not want you to wake up. They don't want you to wake up. They want to keep you asleep. Everything that's your science, they call it demonic. They try to demonize it. But yet they practice it behind closed doors and practice it on you. A great sister, who's one of my subscribers, Shelly Carson, she told me the same thing. They copy and they take our stuff and they use it on us every day, our science. And they demonize it because they don't want you to use it. Why? They don't want you to wake up. They want you to stay asleep. They don't want you to know who you are and claim back what is rightfully yours. All these nations and all these nationalities, they want everything that's yours and claim it as theirs. That's what they do. They don't want you to know. They don't care about you knowing. They don't want you to know anything about yourself. That's all I got. Hold up.
Thank you.
I got you.
I'm making sure they're getting ready.
Okay, thank you. So they don't want you to know anything about you. Give me a second. It's 7:14. They don't want you to know who you are. They don't want you to know your Asiatic background. Excuse me, hold on. They don't want you to know your Asiatic background for nothing. And I'm talking to so-called melanated people who call themselves black, Negro colored, copper colored people. They don't want you to know. I'm trying to fix my face, but I'll fix it later. They don't want you to know who you are. They don't want you to know that your knowledge. They don't want you to know your science. They don't want you to know who you are, what you are, but yet they're going to call you this color, black. If I'm black, why the heck my skin complexion don't match with this? Think about it. My skin complexion is either caramel or copper. Right? So therefore, I'm not black. White is also a status. It's not a color. As far as when it comes down to race. I just want y'all to know that too. So when you call them white, look up the word white, the terminology for it. It means pure, right? You got to ask yourself a question. What is so pure about this particular being? You're going by, how can I put it, the Christian color codes that was created by the Vatican. But neither here or there, I digress. I want y'all to know what time it is, and we got to wake up. You know what I'm saying? Because nobody don't want to really talk about these sciences. And the next stream I do today, I'm going to start showing books that I recommend that you read and do research and read upon, because it's time for you to wake up. This channel is to wake up everybody. I don't give a damn on what nation, color, creed you are, but I keep on letting everybody know. First comes first. My people come first, and I want them to wake up first, because they are the ones that are the mothers and fathers of civilization, so they can know what time it is. You know what I'm saying? And I want everybody else to know. Because we're in a time where we're dealing with the number 9 on the Gregorian calendar, which deals with changes, because it deals with the Orisha named Oya. That's her number 9. And that is dealing with a divine number. That's dealing with the divine 9 itself. And after 9, 10 goes back to being 1. So it's time for us to really start getting on and get down. So I want to let y'all know the real new year starts in the spring solstice, not in January, in the spring solstice or the spring equinox, however you call it. But I will tell you, a lot of changes are going to occur during this new year. A lot of discoveries are going to happen during this new year. Do not be surprised that people start seeing creatures or beings underwater, meaning mermaids, even more making themselves visible. Do not be surprised that you start hearing more Bigfoot sightings, and also the Dogman, aka the Skinwalkers, aka the werewolves. They're seeing a lot of sightings down there in Louisiana and other places. If you don't believe me, look it up. I'm not making up none of this. In Louisiana, they call the werewolves the Lougarou. If you don't believe me, look it up. There's a lot of stuff going on in Louisiana. And then to top all of that, there is also a vampire hideout in New York City. I'm not making up none of this stuff. I'm trying to remember the name of it, but I will give you the information the next time I go on my live stream, and I will tell you the name of that place. And also the last live stream, I said I was going to post up something, and I'm going to post that up on the comment section. It's a good time to be alive. Reason why I say that, because a lot of discoveries and a lot of things are going to start taking place. And yes, those reptilian things are real. They are actually real. You're also a human being living a human experience. You're a spiritual being living a human experience. Your vessel, your vehicle, what you call the human body, it is also reptilian, half reptilian too. Because when you take a shower, take a bath, that shedded skin, that is identical to that of a reptile. And at the same time, when men and women are having intercourse, the semen is actually is in the serpentine-like form. So I'm letting everybody know what's going on. It's time to wake up. You also have a reptilian brain. I need to let y'all really inform you on that. Dr. Malachi York, thank you for, shout out to him, and thank you for all the other teachers that came around his time and also before his time and so on. I want everybody to know what time it is. There's no more playing games with this. Okay? I really want everybody to start looking up your bloodline. Now, those that are fair-skinned or so-called palm-colored people, a lot of y'all are not really palm-colored. Y'all really are mixed with something too. Those that are Sicilian, those that are Irish, Scottish, I can go on with the list. Many of you have what they call Moorish blood or African blood or indigenous blood or whatever you want to call it. And it's time for y'all to wake up, because those that look like me, you're actually kinfolk to us. And y'all need to wake up on that, because you're not a part of that Caucasian race. You're actually a part of the Nubian race because of the bloodline. Everything's dealing with the bloodline. Keep that in mind. The bloodline is important. The bloodline is important. Everything's dealing with the DNA. I'm not just talking. So it's time to wake up, because this has been a big ass illusion and everybody's been lying to you about your science, about who you are. Do you not know that some people in Ireland, a lot of people in Ireland, they actually were dying, the ones that were palm colored, they were dying at the age of 30 until they started mixing with the indigenous ones over there, which made them live longer because of the melanin. And they kept the rites or rituals, what you call them today, of those ancient people, the Pygmy people. So it's time to wake up and realize what time it is. My Filipinos, my brothers and sisters that's Filipino, welcome. You know that you're a part of our bloodline too. A lot of the ancient Chinese, your ancestor was more too. A lot of you brothers and sisters in Japan, your ancient ancestors look just like us. Shout out to all the Samoans. You know who you are. You know who you are. You know you got the blood on your origin background is a part of the so-called Moors or the so-called black people. A lot of y'all have our traits, and y'all know that. I met a lot of Samoans. They told me, like, yo, we brothers, we family. It's kind of ironic when you look at the wrestling thing, right, with the Dwayne Johnson family. If you know it or not, a lot of them are married to Nubian women or so-called black women. Did y'all know that? A couple of them are. Because they know. Time to wake up. It's time to wake up, because we're in a whole new day and age. It's time for things to start progressing, not regress. Another thing I want to share with you all is, how can I put it? The Greek deities were all Nubian too. Okay? The Norse deities were Nubian too, or so-called Moorish or black, however you want to call them. Thor, which is Shango. Freya is Ochun. Odin is Obatala. So I'm just going into details and sharing information with y'all just to let y'all know, to enlighten you all, let you know it's time to take everything back instead of just sitting there and letting these people try to dictate and tell you who and what you are. Matter of fact, the truth be told, Donald Trump himself is a 33rd degree Freemason. And he's a Knights of Templar. And they know who the Moors are. There's a book called African Origins of Freemasonry. I recommend all you get it. Those that are watching, get that book, African Origins of Freemasonry, and you'll thank me later on that. I'm just sharing information with you. I have books in my book bag, but I will share that later on today on my next stream that I do today. Hopefully I will get enough people on here where we can really start dialoguing, because it's going to be called Let's Talk Part 3. I'm making this into segments now. So let's get down to business. I want to let you know that there's no more playing with me now. See, I've been quiet, letting things go, kumbaya and all of that. No, you about to see the real me come out now. You know, because if you're going to build me, you're going to build me. If you don't build me, I don't give a damn anymore. That's where I'm at right now. But if you want to build, we're going to do this. And I'm not just talking. I'm talking about let's really build something out of this channel. Let's build a bigger network where we can actually start sharing it with everybody, where everybody can finally say like, yo, it's time. Did y'all know that there's certain people that are so-called palm-colored, you know what I'm saying, that want us to get back in power again? Because he's saying that their daggone peers are saying like, they saying that their peers are screwing up the planet. And he's like, yo, we want y'all to get back in power again, because when y'all was in power, stuff was running smooth. Everybody was getting along. We could be with whoever we wanted to be with. We ain't had to look over our shoulder. Love was love. Everybody was appreciative. There's people that saying that. I was looking at something on Instagram with this daggone racist Caucasian lady talking about that she want to have segregation again. And I had seen people comment saying like, oh, if that's the case, give us back everything. We're going to have to gatekeep and take everything back that we created, the internet and so on. Do you not know that you melanated people that are watching, and also our family and the human and the whole human race, did you not know in the United States that you melanated people, so-called black people, you make up 1.2 or 1.3 trillion dollars of the consumers in this country? It might even be more than that now. But I digress. I want to let y'all know that I'm not done. I'm going to finish what I've talked about, and then we're going to really start getting into full detail about the chakras and everything soon as possible. There's a book called The Kundalini and the Chakras. I recommend you get that book too. The Kundalini and the Chakras. The Kundalini is, and I quote, is the feminine serpentine energy that is in human beings. The feminine serpentine energy in human beings. The prana, the word prana, prana is another word for breath, if I'm not mistaken. I could be wrong, but I'm not mistaken. It's dealing with air, breath. Also, you got to get a book called The Science of Breath, and get Dr. Malachi York version called The Breath. It's time for y'all to really start waking up, my beloveds. I'm not here to be talking just to be talking anymore. Like a brother told me, Larry King Bay, shout out to you. Everything is centered around the breath, the way we breathe, our health, us getting into our sciences and everything else. Shout out to you, Larry King Bay. Love you, brother. And if you're watching, and whenever you watch, just know that you're getting a shout out by your brother right here. And Islam to you, beloved. To brother Noof, Noble Noof. I want to give a shout out to you, man, with all the science that you've been talking about. A lot of people ain't reading up on it. And I know you back on the YouTube scene, so I'm happy that you back. But anyway, I digress on that too. We just gotta wake up on a whole lot of stuff now, and it's our time. Okay? Everybody's waiting for us to make the move. Trust me on that. Everybody's waking up, waiting for us to make a move. And also, I want to give a shout out to those doing the so-called slave trades and stuff like that. I want to give a shout out to the Mexicans, the people of Mexico or Mexico, because a lot of you took in those slaves and they stayed in Mexico throughout all the daggone, what they call it, discrimination that they were receiving down there too. A lot of y'all still stepped up and to protect them from those slave masters. This is documented facts. So I want to give a shout out to them, and also I want to give a shout out to those so-called black people in Mexico or Mexico that's still giving praises and thanks to Obatala. Y'all know who y'all are. So on that note, let's get it. Let's get down to business and let's really build, because enough is a freaking enough. Alright? I'll be back on this joint later. Peace, love, light, supreme peace. Okay, I'm going to say it like this. I want y'all to understand what I'm saying when I say this. Peace, love, light, darkness, supreme balance to the universe, also known as the universe. I love you all. Talk to y'all later on. I'm out.